with David Stratton and Marta Dusseldorp. And you two are the patron of this festival. Apparently the new thing is TV production. So it's also one of the reasons with your strong experience in TV production. Is there a shift from the festival, or is it a global shift that TV production has more value nowadays?
I think equal value when it comes to people's everyday lives. I think people rely on television and they've grown to love it, and now it's starting to become world class. They're putting a lot of money and experience behind it, and so it can also afford to be more culturally specific and so I like the sharing of the cultures in such a long format, such as up to 8 hours, sometimes 13. I think it's a really important global shift.
So we have a lot of young directors and actors. I think one of the specificity is that you have time to develop a character. So would you approach the character building in a different way, or you have a longer story to go through?
Absolutely, it's really a gift for an actor to be able to stretch that far. I've just played a woman that I realised I've done 30 hours of screen time with her, Janet King, and someone said to me today in an interview, "How do you prepare?" I said, "I just walk into the room and she's inside me now."
Same preparation.
Yeah, it means I can take greater risks, I think, and I also listen to her, how she would react as opposed to how I think she would. Now she can tell me, so I'm surprised every day, which is great. Yeah.
And for you, David, do you see the production value of TV production very close to cinema? Because I used to believe, it's only a TV production. Did you ever believe that?
Yes, I did used to believe that, and I have to confess that I have very little time to watch television, so I'm not up to date with television. I haven't seen Marta's television work, I'm sorry to say, but of course you are very aware that television drama is becoming more and more important. Television drama is showing at international film festivals like Cannes and Berlin and Venice, so very soon I think there will be almost no difference except just in the way we watch films. And the way we watch films is changing anyway.
So if you had to run a film festival this year, you will bring TV production part of it?
Well, I think you probably would, because it's part of the audio-visual world, which is what we're all involved in.
And I do know that Joel Cohen was recently asked, would you ever direct television? And he said, well, most of my films are viewed on a television, so in a way I am a television director.
That's true.
And so this is also changing.
Actually, he's lucky if they're viewed on televisions. A lot of them are viewed on mobile phones.
And mobile phones, that's right. That's right. I mean, the Oscars screeners go out, and that's how it's voted. Yeah. So it's on a television.
Well, yesterday was the Academy Awards. There's no category for TV production.
No, but they have the Golden Globes and the Emmys, so they really do cover it, I feel. And now that television has really come into the actors, our film awards, I find that really rewarding. I mean, having just won one, that was particularly exciting for me, but I felt like I belonged in an industry that I treasure. And so I think it is important, but I feel the Americans do that.
So it doesn't mean that the Academy Awards are backwards for lack of diversity, does it?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, I think they try very hard to get diversity, and I think just some years it'll be like that, and other years it won't. I mean, all the way through the 60s, Sidney Poitier was very prominent in nominations for awards and so on. So I think it's just a thing, I think a lot has been made of it this year.
I would like to see, I think, equally diversity in female directors.
Absolutely.
So I see that as as big an issue and something that we need to continually address. And I am fortunate enough to play I play several, but one of my very strong, smart, powerful women on television, and they are all through the world, and they run television studios and film studios, and they direct incredible pieces. So we need more of that as well.
And to finish on a French note, did you ever have to do a French accent or a character? Would you do it?
Of course I would. I love the French. My husband had the French accent in A Place to Call Home, and we spoke in French on Australian television. And I also speak a bit of Kaddish, and I did get a message from Israel saying my Kaddish was very good. So I'm hoping I will get a message from France that my French is very good in A Place to Call Home, because the Alliance Française taught us very well. But it's a beautiful language.
All right. Thanks a lot for your time. See you later.
See you.